This one's going to be quick like a bunny. Hop, hop, hop. My name's Friday. Welcome to the 420 Tarot Lounge. If you're new here, welcome. I do appreciate each and every viewer, and I hope that everybody is having the most... I hope everybody is having the most perfect day that they could have in the circumstance they find themselves. My readings are timeless and for entertainment purposes only. If you find yourself here, that means our energies have found a synchronicity, so we stick around and let's see about deciphering this message that's just for you. I've cleansed the cards, cleared the space, I've grounded, meditated, all that kind of good stuff. And we're going to get going here. So we have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. We're going to do the my version of the Celtic Cross. Okay, and then we have the Four of Swords. So there's I'm almost feeling like a hoarding situation. The Tower. I feel like there's provisions, prepping, stocking up, getting ready for the end. Two of Cups. So I feel like I don't think you've met somebody. I think this is more of an internal awakening. Maybe. The Magician. We've got two very strong major arcana here. I feel like there's going to be a moment that you're going to be called upon to do something. I feel like you're going to be called upon to do something that people think, oh wow, okay, so I've got a card in there that's upside down. What my mother would have called boxed. Let's see if we can find it here. Sorry about that. This is one of my bloopers. Who knows? Maybe it'll come out. Maybe that was just my imagination. Anyways, okay. So I feel like you're going to be called upon to do something that some people say is impossible, or only a few people know how to do it or are capable of doing it. There it is right there. Okay, it's the Two of Wands. So there's, this could be, am I going to do it? Am I going to do what they ask? So we have two twos. We have two fours. Okay, so now we're going to do the stepping stone portion of the the Queen of Pentacles. She is a very independent, very reliable King of Cups. He is... He loves unconditionally. He also practices, I would say... Oh, okay. One moment, please. Seven of Pentacles. So there's a... I feel like there's an opportunity to build something rewarding. Maybe even King of Swords. I don't know if let me move this over a little bit here. I need a new altar cloth here. This is this one's getting old. I had it in my storage, and I guess over time the material has weakened and it's getting a little too bunchy. I don't know how to explain that. Anyways, so we have a lot of archetypes here. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and then we have the King of Swords. So I'm going to get 4 more cards here for a little bit more clarity from this deck on what's going on. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles. So this is a very resource. There's a lot of 4 of Wands. I feel like there's a lot of this here. I don't think you're being Jaime. I think this is more of a, you are ensuring that you are prepared. And then the Wheel of Fortune. And then on the bottom of this deck we have the Knight of Cups. So let's go quickly here now. I'm running out of time. I need to take a quick drink of coffee. Sorry. So like I said, you're preparing for something here. You have come to I feel like you've come to some kind of an epiphany. And you can, I feel like you have a feeling yourself that shit is going to hit the fan. And I feel like that a lot of people see that this is going to happen. There's some aspects of what's going on in your community, your neighborhood, your family. There's a lot of not whole truths. So not lies, but not whole truths. So this could be like your niece could actually be your sister. Or sorry, your sister could actually be your niece. Maybe you had a sister that had a teen pregnancy, and instead of giving that child up or something else, your parents decided to raise that child as a sibling as opposed to a grandchild. So that could be the those types of untruths. It's not a lie. You're still a real family member. You're still, you know what I mean? But there's missing information that is not giving the full picture. I feel like you are potentially being called upon to help gather that information, help rectify the missing information, rectify maybe misspellings of names. I feel like you're being maybe called to research your family tree. And I feel like you're afraid, maybe not afraid, but you're not sure if you really want to know. You're not sure if you really want to know. You're comfortable where you are now with your 4 of Wands, you're comfortable. So this 444, this is a, what do they call an angel number, okay? And then 2 and 2, that's another 4, right? I feel like you are not certain on maybe not wanting to know the truth, or the amount of work that's going to go into doing it. I also feel like there's going to be other people or others that are going to come in and they're going to help you go through this. They're going to be like more than support. They're actually going to actively be participating, helping to lower the burden. I feel that as the project progresses, you're going, because it's, I feel like there's going to be like little arms, little octopus branches if are coming off of this, where you're going to need somebody doing this, you're going to need somebody doing this, you're going to need somebody doing this. And if there's so that you can get the information together more quickly. This could, I feel like this is possibly lost fortune, I say lost fortune, but I mean more, it doesn't necessarily mean money. It could mean possibly you have ties to something that is beneficial to help you move forward, but won't necessarily pay your bills. This, I feel like you're going to have to be relentless at having people understand the importance of the history. But over here, you're not sure you're going to take what path you're going to take, if you're actually going to be an active participant, or if you're going to only participate a little bit. Either way, there's other people doing it as well. The I'm finding that, or what I'm seeing is the outcome here with the King of Swords. It's almost like the truth gets all sewn up, and the truth gets all sewn up, allowing the opportunity to move forward. So I may be moving forward in the next, maybe all the research has been done and now moving forward to get things rectified. And I was using the family sibling thing as an example. I feel like you have some kind of self-preservation that you want to continue invoking. We're gonna take these ones for the clarity cards. Okay, so I want some more clarity here. This tower moment is, what more can you tell us about this tower moment, Spirit, Source, God? Well, there's two cards here. So we have the Strength card and we have Temperance. So while this tower moment is going on, the advice here is to stay strong, be patient, don't jump to conclusions. I'm hearing don't jump to conclusions. Is there anything else you can tell us about this tower moment? Judgment. Okay, so that is so these are all major arcana. All four of these are major arcana. There's going to be, something's going to happen where somebody's going to be called out on something. And I'm getting the feeling that you're being advised to bite your tongue and stay out of it. Let that play out. That's the tower moment. Don't get involved. Let that play out. Once it plays out, that's when you're going to be asked to perform the impossible, which I'm not sure exactly what that is, but you're going to be asked to perform the impossible. And you are hesitant on which path you're going to take. There's also you're going to have a support group. They're going to be active participants in whatever this is. The recruit. I'm going to say recruiting, but the need to have more eyes is going to keep growing. Maybe not growing, but there's going to be like people in, people out, people in, people out. But not like a revolving door, more like a turnstile. Page of Pentacles. So there's, I feel like this is this tower moment is a secret revealed. I think that there is abundance that's been hidden from you, hidden from a group of you. So a family, so we have two cards here. So we have the Five of Swords and the Six of Swords. So, okay, so I was saying earlier about the sibling thing. I think that that is in play here. Something like that scenario. And I feel like you are possibly the sibling that's actually the grandchild. And I say that because it feels like there is this is actually, this is why I don't like reading, I don't like saying what I see in the cards until actually I have them all out. Because there's what I'm interpreting one way, once more cards are laid out, it may be interpreted another. I feel like there's some kind of abundance. The abundance, I don't think it's being held from you. I think it's being handed to you. as in, and I feel like there's even possibility of a conflict. Two of Wands again. So, okay. Wow, this kind of took a little bit of a darker turn than I had anticipated earlier here. Okay, so there's a, okay, and you have the Magician at the bottom again. So you were I'm getting you were raised as a sibling of your mother's. So who you would have called mom and dad were actually grandma and grandpa. This is what I'm getting here. They thought it best that you stay in the with the family and not get put up for adoption. Meantime, I feel as though there's some kind of will, some kind of government document, something that has abundance attached. The challenge over here is that your share is how can I, so let's just say there's 4 siblings. Biologically, there's 4 siblings, and there's $100 to divide. So each one gets 25 bucks. But one of those 4 siblings has a child, and that child is raised as a sibling, so now there's 5. So now each child only gets 20 bucks. Where the sibling who is actually the biological parent of this child, between the two of them, they get 40 bucks. Okay? So there's, I feel like there's maybe a little bit of a, so you found out that you are not who you think you are. That's what creates this Tower moment, and you are, you've kind of decided that you're okay with it and that you're quite happy with the way you were brought up. Everything was great. But this abundance document, I keep seeing document, this abundance document is what creates this Tower moment. Something, there's a will, there's a trust fund, something, and the Tower moment is when the other siblings are trying to say, no, you're not entitled to anything because you're the grandchild. And you're being advised for strength, patience. Things are going to turn out appropriately. While that is all happening, you're going to be suffering some conflict. You're going to be suffering. You're going to be needing. So this relentlessness here is, I feel like also too that the siblings, they're embattled between themselves over this. Like I feel like this is this is a big family mess. This is what I'm getting here, and you're being asked to solve it. And you're, oh wow, and it's you that they are claiming is the conflict. So they're claiming you're the conflict and you're the only one that can solve it. So I'm kind of seeing here that they're basically asking you to forfeit what was left to you, or what should rightfully be yours. legally. If this resonates with you, please leave a comment below. I would like to get a little bit more. I'm going to try and see if I can pull this energy again later today once my house quiets down. It's going to get busy here in about 20 minutes. But I feel like you're just like, no, almost as though you're going to wash your hands of the ones that were against you. I feel like you're going to wash your hands of the ones that were against you, and all of a sudden you're going to I hear that song, take the money and run. I'm not going to subject you to my singing voice because I don't have one. But I feel like you're just like, you know what? This is the way it's written. They're too bad. For the people that support me, great. To the people that don't, screw off. I know who I am. I know why I'm here. I know what's in. I'm hoping to manifest good things for myself. I'm not going to let your conflict over $5 based on the example I've given. I'm not going to let the I almost feel as though there was even some, as a child, there was even some kind of, well, you're not really our sister, or you're not really our brother, or whatever. I don't think that there was anything really close except maybe between you and the mother, your biological mother. So I feel as though here you're going to have to make choices. Are you going to give in, or are you going to fight back? Whatever decision you make, it's going to turn your wheel. So you're either going to stand up for yourself, stand up for what's right, or you're going to back down to keep the peace. So you're going to have to make one of those choices. You're going to have to make that choice. Now you've got the Magician here, and you've got the Magician here. So you're capable of making, I feel as though you're capable of making this decision, making a decision that's going to be as least disruptive as possible, but also beneficial. I'm going to close it off here. My name is Friday. This is the 420 Tarot Lounge. I hope everybody is going to have a glorious rest of their day. And go ahead and super toke that like button and light it up. Yeah. It's kind of a little namaste.